We are heading out onto the approach to the Appalachian trail today, which goes from Amicalola State Park to Springer Mountain, where the Appalachian Trail starts. Necessity has made it so that we have to do that southbound. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive up to Springer Mountain and hike back down to this park. That way our friend can visit with somebody who's local who's going to come and visit her. There's no place up near Springer Mountain that we saw to be able to do that, so we're going to do that down here. And then we're going to drive back up to either to Hightower Gap and then hike back to Springer Mountain where we left the car, and that's how we're going to do this next couple of days. So we've got about 10 miles in coming into both days, which is going to be a pretty heavy day for all of us. However, because we're doing it this way, we get the slack pack. We don't have to carry as much stuff for these particular days, which is super cool. Means that we'll be able to maybe pick up speed a little bit. I'm really slow on the downhill. Physically, my Achilles tendons are flaring up. Right now it's morning, so it's about 7 in the morning right now. And I've got about 30 itchy bites where something crawled around inside my clothing and bit me. All my exposed areas are completely bite free, but everywhere where there's clothes, there's bites. So something got inside there and got stuck or something and decided to have a buffet. A raw buffet, I don't know. So we're getting up and packing up camp. We're hoping to be on the way by 9 o'clock at the latest. So we're gonna get breakfast and off we go. So our time schedule is really screwy. We took a really long time shuffling cars around to try to figure out what needs to go in which car and whatever. So now it's like 10:30. And we somehow got separated, so we're trying to find our friends. We're going to drop a car off here at Amicalola, camp at the shelter tonight. We're waiting for them to come down to give us a ride to Springer Mountain. And Maven just went up there to try to figure out where they went, because he thinks they may have gone to the lodge to wait for us, because they maybe got confused about lodge versus visitor center, where you have to deal with your parking and stuff. So that's where we are. Okay, we have arrived at Springer Mountain. It took us like 2 hours to get here because the roads were blocked. It took us a really long time. It's 12:30 now and we've got 10 miles to hike, so that's super duper. There's only a couple cars parked in this little lot. It's 14-day parking to get here. Sign over here says Springer Mountain 1 mile to the left, and the southern terminus of the Benton McKay Trail 3/4 miles, southern terminus of the AT 1 mile. Doesn't say anything about the approach trail, but it's 1 mile to Springer Mountain, so then it'll be another 8.8 miles that we'll have to hike when it's all said and done. So this trail down here, not sure exactly. I see the white blaze right there on this tree. I hope I'm shining this in the right direction. So, awesome. First white blaze on the AT is right here. Awesome. So I'm going to get our packs together and we're going to get going. Here are our first steps on the AT. Yay! We're doing it, if only for just a day or two. Actual steps climbing up to Springer Mountain. So cool rock formation and a split in the trail. It's been pretty rocky terrain so far. We've only gone like 2/10 of a mile. We made it to the top of the mountain. It was up a lot, but not too bad.
I've stayed there 6 months ago. I'm going to stay there
There's where the AT starts. Can't quite see the view from the video. It's like all hazy. But that's the view from Springer Mountain. Oh wait, I did video. Almost flat enough terrain to take a little bit of video for a little bit. It's been pretty rocky, hard to take video. We just left the apex of Springer Mountain. It is just about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and so we've got, I don't know, 7 hours of daylight, 6, depending on the trees, maybe 5, and we've got about 8.5 miles to go. There are lots of fun juts in the rocks. Lily took a spill on the trail, on the top of the mountain, taking pictures. No, I love you, dear. No, I love you. Angels in heaven know I love you. Build me a castle 40 feet high, so I may see you as you ride by. Trail's gotten a little easier. We're back to the red clay mud we liked so much. And left all that shiny mica behind. I think we're at Black Gap Shelter, but I'll have to look at the map.
Right there.
Does it?
Yeah, on the
Okay,
side.
then we are at Black Gap Shelter. Lots of places to camp, a couple of fire pits, and a food storage box, which looks just like my husband. Right there. Up here are the infamous bear cables. I was wondering what they looked like.
Oh, fun. Oh!
They're like, there's the sign in there says
And the snail in the tree wiggles its antennae. You know it's more than a shell. This is eye level. This is them going down 100 feet straight down to get water. Whee! Please don't get any of the stream water on the cap of the filter. Water filtration from the stream, our first one today. Look at how awesome they're doing while we wait up here at top and take care of the fort. Tree that looks like it's been struck by lightning pretty severely. Although I don't know if there's an unsevere way to get struck by lightning. We've got some kind of short reprieve where the trail is nice and cushy on the feet. And angles aren't too bad. It's pretty good. About half a mile past that water source. Looks like it's going to go up again before it goes down. We are going southbound, so most of this trail is downhill, but the angle is still tricky and tough. And of course it rolls up and down. But it's beautiful. Look at this place. It's just gorgeous. Alright, I'm going to get video of you guys
so that if you die, I've got record.
Lovely. Thanks.
Yeah. I took the tree route so I could grab the trees.
You don't need that. I was trying to help you. He doesn't want help.
Yeah. Good job. If you take a deep step there, then it's easy from there. Awesome! Alright, so that's eye level. They're there up there. You can't really tell how up this is, but there you go. This has been a nimble little gap. You start going up if you're going southbound. Up, up, up. So, I'm all out of breath. And I just keep telling myself, 1 foot in front of the other. 1 foot in front of the other. Till I get a couple more inches up. Maybe take a little break. Maybe keep going. But we're gonna get to the top of this mountain. It's right here. Holy crap. So as soon as we got to the top of that horrible hill, we found like a little camp spot with a nice chair for us. We're having some lunch. Look, there's everybody having some lunch. It's lovely. And we're all healing up the stitches in our sides and getting our heartbeat rates back to normal so that we can continue along the trail. We're about 1/3 of the way back, and I think it's like 4 something. So we'll see if we get back before dark. The hike-in is 5 miles from Amicalola. 1 mile from here.
So
Woo!
4.4 miles with the mountain that we did up. So 4.4 miles.
Ooh, sorry.
This is halfway. 4.3 miles to go, 4.4 miles behind.
4 point. We just rocked another 250-foot elevation climb in a really short period of time. And we're so tired. Oh. But we're animals, man. Totally made it. Okay, I lied. That last bit wasn't the top. This is. So we're finally flattening out a little bit. Yay! So there's a little camp right at the top of that last hill. Kind of lost the trail for a sec, but there is a camp. Somebody had some like alcohol stoves that they left in the fire pit. That's nice.
Plantain is one of those magical.
Little camp. Rocks. And little bits looking rough. Take a break, take some. So this is my view right now, because laying down on Tyvek, and it's the sea is green and blue. Isn't it lovely? Yay! And there's my foot, getting some rest from the ground. Not the best campsite, that's true. Unless you're in a hammock, then it'd be okay. So a lot of down. So a little bit has lost her ability to walk for a little bit. Going down is making her a bit shaky.
That's the caffeine.
So we're taking a break. And we don't want her to overextend. So we want to make sure everybody's safe. Well, this looks deliberate. Like maybe it was supposed to be a campsite at some point, but underused. It's almost 6:15. Found some nice flat trail. About 3.5 miles left to Amicalola, which means, oh, there's a nice campsite here. Which means we've got 2.5 miles-ish to see in the falls, because we waited to see them till we came on the trail to see them. So we're all excited. We should be there within the hour. Yay. And another cool campsite. Somebody even left a giant log in there. I love pines. Pines always make great campsites. For some reason they feel very spiritual to me. I don't know why. Whew. Up and down. Problem with down is what goes down must come up. 13 miles from where?
Somewhere.
I don't know. 13 miles from somewhere. So we've got about 2 miles left of the approach trail. 1 mile to the falls. The trail is going up, but it's pretty gentle at the moment. A nice break, reprieve on the retreat trail. Finally got to the footbridge where we're hoping to maybe soak our feet. I don't know if that's going to be possible. But it's awesome to see water so we can fill up our bottles. Yeah, that's so cold. Get the water thing out of my pack, man. So the hike in has bright lime green, my favorite, blazes, and the approach trail has the blue blaze. So there you go. Both of them are going up that way and down this way to the falls where we're almost. Nope, they'll come, they'll catch up. They're not far. They're doing all right. I can hear the water. This is exciting. We did so good today. Are these some of the stairs, or do these stairs count toward the 604? Because this all sucks. Kind of angly. But it's leading to something very pretty. I think, yeah. Please obey all signs and remain on marked trails and structures. Failure to do so constitutes criminal trespass. Dang. That's pretty serious. Do not cross fence. We're not going to be able to see the falls from here. We gotta go apparently to the base to see it. But we're gonna wait for friends to get here first. Ooh, it's falling water. I like falling water. Well, that was 9 out of our 10 miles. We got 1 more mile to go to get down to the bottom of this hill, and a lot of that is stairs. 604 stairs to be exact. But over here, there seems to be a lovely sunset view. Inhale, get better. Ooh, it's prettier from afar. Decided that my feet deserve this bench as much as my eyes deserve that view before we do this insane downstairs. difficulty strenuous 425 steps to the base of the falls. Holy crap. The stair and bridge project were constructed by the Georgia Department of Natural Resources. Incidentally, these kind of benches with no backs on them are the best kind because you don't have to take off your pack to sit down, which is kind of super. So when you're hiking and you're making benches for hikers, these ones are the super duper kind. I'm just saying. We're in the buffet because we worked really hard. Lots and lots of food.
Let's see if those.
Well, I'm trying to get the word. Okay. Super excited. And there's rum coming. Oh my god, even better. So we made it to the shelter. We stopped for the food, of course, and then our friends came down and they got this together. Our newfound friends that we met at the Rainbow Gathering, they showed up and got the fire going. It was super-de-duper. And we've got torches, and it's really late, and we're all super exhausted, and we're visiting anyway because we don't care. So there. We may care in the morning, and we'll see how early we get out of here tomorrow. That will determine where we go tomorrow to start our hike. But yeah, no, this is pretty superb. We've got a bunk in the shelter. Those pictures happened earlier of what the shelter looked like. And we just drug all our stuff here, parked our car up. You have to park your car. That's the downside. You have to park your car on the other side of the visitor center and up a hill. So you got to get everything out if you're going to have a car, which is probably pretty rare for people who stay at this shelter.
No, I said it's going to take 14.
But because we hiked southbound, we ended up at the shelter near here, so we had to have the car. Ah, heck, there's a tick on my head. Damn it.
It will add at minimum 2.
Ah, well, time to handle the tick checks.
See it because you're going to do it.
Tick crisis averted. All is well. It wasn't a tick, I thought it was, but all is well. And it's quiet here now. The friends are leaving. They're walking everybody to the car. I don't know if you can hear the frogs in the background and the crickets. For some reason I can't hear the owls over here like we could in the campground. But man, it's been a wonderful day. I'm just freaking exhausted. It's midnight and we've been up a long time, and I think I'm at a high point on my pedometer. It was like 16 miles or 17 miles or something, I don't know. Some way more than normal amount of miles for the day, which I'm super excited about. I got my new crown for my pedometer. It gives you a crown when you have a new record. Today was obviously a new record. This has been a really fantastic day. We've had emotions that have gone up and down when people get tired when they're hiking. It gets very emotional. My daughter's 10, she was hiking with us, and it was hard for her on places. My ankles hurt, so we would just stop and let her put her feet up for a little bit. So it took us an extra hour over the average or whatever. But whatever, we're hiking with a 10-year-old and 2 gimps who have had knee surgery in the last, year and a half. So whatever, we did great. I'm very proud of us. It was a good learning experience and a really fantastic day, and we'll see what happens tomorrow and how ready we are to do another day. How much hurts when we wake up in the morning, because it was a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it was really hard. Anybody who tells you that hiking southbound on the approach trails all downhill is lying. There's enough uphill for it to hurt, I promise you. But it was fantastic, really cool. We didn't see any bears or really much wildlife at all, but there was a lot of us and we were pretty noisy, so we maybe have scared them all away. I don't know. Anyway, that's the end of today. We'll see what happens tomorrow.